Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your end of January 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Oh my gosh. I love these cards. It's just that they're matte, so they're not glossy. So it's hard to kind of lift them up sometimes. I had a Taurus person once say to me, can you show yourself picking the cards? Because being a Taurus, they needed to have proof that I was really, doing it randomly, because I had already had the cards laid out. It was just because of my setup at the time. So it was kind of funny. It was a typical Taurus reaction. Then it looks kind of suspicious, like I'm trying to pick certain cards or something. Okay, there we go. That's interesting, the Tower in reverse. Okay, and the first card I picked was reverse too. So, let's see. Oh, wow. I'm holding it upright, but I'm going to turn around. Not that it really matters. You probably don't know what the heck this means. This is the Four of Wands, but it was reversed. And this is the heart of the matter. So this could be a divorce or like a split up with a partner. Because of the last card I got was the Tower in reverse, I was thinking back to the eclipse in Taurus. I was a lunar eclipse. So that was back in November. So this may be fallout from something that happened at the end of last year that had to do with a committed partnership in particular. Or a partner, it could be a partnership in business. Some of these have been, they seem like they're like almost like love relationships or personal relationships. So the Four of Wands in the upright position is about the happy home and that kind of thing. But it's turned upside down. So it's almost like something that you thought that was perfect or happy, all of a sudden becomes not that way. Now that I see the card in the past position, this may not be what I thought it was. Like I initially thought of like infidelity or something like that, but it could be something a little bit different. It could be that you received some kind of message from or had some communication with somebody that you felt, attraction for, and maybe a temptation to enter into an affair. And don't send me nasty messages and say, I would never do that. I'm just giving a possibility. And it could be that this is true of your partner, that that's what happened, is that they started communicating maybe with an ex or someone like that. Maybe this is an ex of yours, but somebody was having something with somebody. And it kind of turned everything upside down, because all of a sudden, and that does happen because the person realizes that they're not as committed as they thought they were, or that their partner isn't as committed as they thought they were. The higher message is the King of Wands. In this deck, the Fire of Wands. Now you see how they have a lightning bolt. This is this particular deck. And I notice they even have it for the Hierophant. Although they have it in a different color. This is a red color. I would say that that there is, like with the lightning, it's like a suddenness or something like that. Maybe that's what it represents. I don't know. I have no idea why it's with the Hierophant, but with the Hierophant, it might be like kind of an aha moment, like philosophical or something like that. But with the Father of Wands, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that the King of Wands is about stepping into your own power. And sometimes these things happen right away, that people realize that they are sovereign souls, that they don't have to be, stay somewhere that they don't want to be in. So I'll just talk about this card, because the Hierophant is a card that's associated with tradition, marriage, things like that, religion, but it's in a challenged position. So sometimes people are kind of trapped by the dogma, the philosophy of the religion that they belong to when it comes to things like marriage, because they feel like they have to obey that, or it's going to be bad luck, or they're going to get punished, or something like that. And the King of Wands is like the person who is autonomous, which means that you are the captain of your ship. And I'm sure that there are religions that discourage that say, no, you are not the captain of your ship. God is. God decides where you're going to go and what you're going to do, and you have to surrender to God. And I'm not going to, get too much into a debate, but I would say that once you understand that you hold the power, but also the responsibility for your life, and then you don't blame, anything outside of yourself, including astrology, for your fate, there's a sense of having some kind of ability to co-create your reality. It's not that you're the entire creator, because everybody is a creator. So there's always these creations that we are part of, a bigger picture, and we're not just in our own little world. We influence other people. But like, for instance, if you are trapped in a marriage that is unhappy, and you are kind of allowing religion, to dictate and say, well, God hates divorce, but really it's because you are fearful of making a change, being a Taurus and being in that comfort zone, or maybe not wanting any kind of negative, feedback from other people, blowback, then you abdicate your responsibility, your personal responsibility, and you kind of like put it on something or someone else. And yeah, maybe you can get away with that and nobody's going to question you, but you're not going to necessarily feel very good about it, because you're not going to get what you want. You're going to be like kind of at the mercy of life, and feeling that you don't have much of a say. So that's where personal power comes in, because actually, when I see that lightning bolt, I think of release, kind of that release of the pressure and freedom, the liberation that comes from that release of the pressure. And if you think about it, if you are not in love with someone and you stay with them, you prevent them from being with somebody who is into them. So it's not like you're doing that other person a favor either. What's coming in is the Ten of Wands. It's interesting in this deck that they show, it looks almost like a forest full of a lot of brambles. The Ten of Wands can be, indicating that you're going to be working a lot right now at your job. And it can also be like in personal relationships that you have to take on more responsibility. And I don't know exactly what that might mean for you, if there's like a meaning that I can't figure out, because I am having a little bit difficulty figuring out what that might entail for you. But I know that the outcome card is the Tower in reverse. So the Tower upright is kind of like a It's another card where we could say release, a card of something happening. Maybe you label it as a calamity, but it turns out to be the best thing that ever happened. Maybe with the Ten of Wands, you're working 2 jobs so that you have money so you can move out. I don't know. But the Tower reversed means that you recover from a shock, or you feel this sense of release after an initial shock, and it's making it easier for you to kind of go on with life in a balanced way. And in April, you're going to have a solar eclipse in this house of, well, it's actually, the solar eclipse will actually occur in your sign, so it's going to be in your first house. So the lunar eclipse, maybe that will be more of what I was talking about that affects your 7th house. It will be in that 7th house. So that might be the time when you just fully release that situation, that relationship. Because now that I think about it, yeah, I mean, the lunar eclipse in Taurus, that was in your first house. The sun was in the 7th, yeah, at that time. But the eclipse happened in your sign, so it was your first house. It was yourself. So something within you changed. Okay, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.